Hi, everybody. Welcome back to My Spirit Experience. And I wanted to talk about a topic today that I don't talk about very often. And I don't even know if a lot of people are aware that I do this. So I thought this might be kind of an interesting video. This started a long time ago, and it started with Ouija boards. So I was at a home clearing, and the homeowner said, "Hey, I have this Ouija board, and we think it's causing problems. Part of the reason that you're here doing this home clearing is we think that the Ouija board might be causing some problems." And I thought, okay, well, all right, that makes sense, but what am I supposed to do with it? And they're like, well, can you take it? Can you take it out of here? We just feel weird getting rid of it. We don't know exactly how to do it. We don't want to mess it up. And I thought, okay, I'll take it out of here for you. And I'm tuning into my spirit guides at this point. I mean, I have been the entire time doing the home clearing, so that's not new, but I'm looking at them specifically about this, and they're like, yeah, go just take it. So I thought, okay, I'll take it with me, and then they'll tell me what to do with it. And I want to make sure that I'm handling it appropriately and disposing of it appropriately. So I'll ask them, and they can help me figure it out. So that was the first one. And I took it home, and I worked with my spirit guides on first how to close it properly, and then how to, just get rid of it. And that worked well for the homeowner, and I was able to take care of it for him, and that was great. I was happy to help. And then it seemed to keep coming up when I was doing home clearings. Hey, we found this Ouija board, or hey, we found this pendulum, or we found whatever it was. We found a deck of tarot cards. And sometimes people are like, do you just want it? We don't know what to do with it. And I'm like, okay. And if it doesn't have any weird vibes or there's any kind of attachment to it, then I don't know. I'll keep it, or I'll pass it on to someone else that could use it, whatever. Maybe I'm just supposed to move it on to its new owner, whatever. So it comes up often when I'm doing home clearings that someone found, they have a crystal ball, a small one, not a big one, but, hey, do you want this? I know this was helpful for my friend who no longer wants to use it, or this was so-and-so's who passed away. Do you want it? And I'm grateful to, take on anything that someone doesn't want and do with it whatever needs to be done, whether it's close it and dispose of it, or pass it on to a new owner, or whatever. But a lot of times it's just about getting it out of the house and moving it to somewhere else because the person that owns it currently doesn't know what to do with it. So that became a thing that I was doing and I've been doing this for 15 plus years now, where I'm just taking things. And I have a few folks who know that I've done this. And so they'll say, hey, can I send you something that I found in the house? I found this in my house, or I received it, and I don't like it, or weird stuff has been happening since it's been in the house. Can I just mail it to you? I don't know when I'll see you next, and I want it out now. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's where this started, is I offer the service. It's on my website, where if you have something weird in your house, that's mailable. Let me just clarify. It has to be mailable, and something like a Ouija board or a tchotchke or some little thing that you can mail, right? If it's weird and mailable, send it to me and I'll take care of it. And so the reason I thought about this is I got a package the other day, and I was actually leaving. So I thought, well, I'm not going to look at it until I get back to the studio. And so I looked at it this morning when I got in, and I saw this box, and I assumed it was a Ouija board because it's a Ouija board size box. And I thought, well, maybe I'll do a video on this and open it and see what it looks like, and do a video about this. And I'm not going to open the whole thing and do the whole thing here. Maybe that's something that I'll do going forward when I get something in the mail and do a closing on it. But I thought I'd open it, and then when I opened it, I kind of laughed at how it looked. And I thought I would share this in my video here. But when people send me stuff, I think sometimes they're freaked out about how to box it up, how to send it. And so I get things in a unusual state. And what's really funny too is that when I go down to the mailroom, so we have a mail area that has all of our mailboxes, and then across the hall is a mail room. And the mail room is where they put all the boxes that come in, or you can leave your boxes to go out. And when I go into this room, I don't have to look at the mail labels. It does not matter if I see a mail label. I look for the box that looks the worst. It looks like it went through the 7 stages of hell to get to my place. It's been kicked. It's been dragged through the mud. I don't understand. Maybe because of the contents. When people send me a Ouija board or a pendulum or a divination tool, there's the energy of it that's kicking and screaming, saying, don't send me there because I don't want to be done. I don't know what it is. Or if the delivery people know that something in there is possibly not good, so it just gets kicked around. I don't know, but I always get the weirdest, jankiest looking boxes out of any box in the mailroom. The one that I got the other day actually looks pretty decent, but some of them are just terrible. So what's funny? So let me show you what I got. So I got this box, and I'll make sure that the label is facing me so that it's not visible. So they recycled their Amazon box. Thank you for recycling. So I opened it, and I just looked in it, and I went, okay, this is pretty funny. So here is how this Ouija board came. I don't know if you can hear this. If you can hear that, I'm going to assume that there's salt in here, because I can hear it rolling around or falling around in there. And then it's been taped and wrapped. Oh yeah, the salt is on the outside of the Ouija board, it feels like. I feel it squishing around in there. So whatever this thing has done to whoever sent it, and I haven't looked at who sent it yet. It came from somewhere out east, I believe. And they were making sure that this wasn't going to do any damage in the process of getting from them to me, which I appreciate. This thing is sealed up. It's sealed up tight. So they're concerned about, and maybe there's a note in there, and I'll talk about what to do to send me stuff. But anyway, there might be a note. But they didn't want this to do any damage to themselves or in the process of getting to me. But this thing is well sealed. So I'm going to take it later, and I'm going to get all the packaging off and see what I'm dealing with. I set a protection when I get stuff in the mail. I'll set a protection, and I'll disconnect. That's the first thing I do, is disconnect it from anyone, any person, place, or thing. So whoever that was connected to, wherever it was connected, whatever it was connected to, I disconnect. So that's already been done. And I set protections for myself too, because I don't know what's coming. Sometimes stuff comes that is nasty stuff. It's got some really bad energy with it. So anyway, I do that every time. And then at some point, usually when I'll get a couple of them, I'll save them up, because I know that they can sit there for a while, being in the state that they are. And then once I get 3 or 4, I'll clear and close them all and then dispose of them about once a month. Depending on what's coming, I should clarify, because sometimes I feel that the energy is really bad and I don't need it sitting here in my studio for a month either. So, it depends on that. But anyway, so I offer this because people don't know what to do. They get this stuff and they think, I am scared to deal with it. I don't want to touch it. I don't know what to do. So a lot of times I'll get an email. People will email me and say, hey, do you still take boards? Because I know that maybe my site, they're like, is she still managing the site? Does she still do this stuff? So I try and get back to people pretty quickly. Do you have any questions about this, or do you just want to send it to my address? And some people are really concerned about getting it out of their house. They ask if they should do it. And I'm like, gosh, it depends. If it's just something you found in the attic when you moved in, you could probably toss it. See what happens. If it feels weird or you feel weird doing it, then I wouldn't. Then just send it to me. Sometimes you can toss things, and I've had someone say, I got rid of it and I found it in my house. And I'm like, really? You think that that's the stuff that only happens in the movies? Like, I threw it away and now it's in my dining room set up ready to go. No, people tell me that, and I'm assuming it's true because of the way that they're telling me. I'm going to believe them. But it's interesting to hear, what people have tried to do and it doesn't work. So then just go ahead and send it to me. Most of the time, people can just throw it in a box and send it off. Like, I don't care the condition of it. I'm not doing anything with it. I'm going to get rid of it when I'm done with it. So I'm not going to keep it because I don't need 50,000 Ouija boards. I don't mind Ouija boards. Let me take a side note here. Ouija boards aren't a problem. The problem is how they're used. If people are using them to mess around and try and stir up the afterlife for some entertainment or whatever, especially if they think it's a game. It's not a game. So if people are just messing around with Ouija boards and getting themselves into trouble, like that's not okay. And you might get into trouble. You might not get into trouble, but you won't know until you do it if you don't know what you're doing. So I don't think Ouija boards are a problem. It's just how they're used. And so I recommend just don't use them. If you don't know what you're doing, don't use them. If you do know what you're doing, you're probably not going to use a Ouija board. So there's that. So we have these Ouija boards out there in the wild, wherever they are, and people contact me and say, how do I get it to you? And I'm like, hey, my address is on the website. Just send it there. It doesn't matter how it's packaged. You can throw it in a box. You can just wrap it in a paper bag. Cut up a paper bag from the grocery store, tape it up so that it's fully covered, and then mail it off to me with the understanding that you're not getting it back. I'm not going to clear it and clean it and all that stuff and then mail it back to you. That doesn't make any sense. If you want it out, you're getting it out and it's going to stay out, and then I will dispose of it properly. But some people are like, gosh, I don't want to touch it, or I've had some really bad experiences with it, or someone gave it to me because they had problems with it and now I don't know what to do with it, or they left it in my house and I don't know what to do with it, and they're really afraid. They're really afraid to touch it or do anything with it. So what I recommend that they do is decide on the day that you're going to get rid of it. Decide on the day that you're going to the post office with it. And then that day, that moment before you're leaving for the post office, you take it, and if you have to put on gloves to feel better, like go get your winter mittens or whatever, and put gloves on to hold it because you're that afraid of touching it, go ahead and do that. Put your gloves on, have a box ready, like have everything ready. Grab it, put it in the box, and seal it up. Tape it up, get a label on it, or take it to the post office immediately so you can mail it, and get in line to mail it. Don't let it ride around in your car while you're running errands, or you're going to take it in 3 days because you have to go to work and you're not going to be able to stop, so you just tote it around in your car. Like, no. If you're not sure what to do with it, wait until you're ready to mail it and then deal with it. Because let's say there's something going on with the Ouija board. Let's say it's connected to something or has something that's trying to work through it and doesn't want you to take it away. It could cause problems. And I know that might sound weird to some of you who are like, Ouija boards aren't a thing. Well, they can be a thing. Anything can be a thing. Anything can be used for communication that can go sideways. So you want to be careful if you're not sure. Or if it feels weird, then just assume that there's something going on with it. So you take care of it immediately before you're going to mail it and send it off to the post office or get it to the post office. That's what I would do to get rid of a Ouija board, is to make sure you're just doing it in all one shot so that you're not messing with it and then leaving it and then messing with it and driving around with your car or whatever. Just get it all taken care of. But it's pretty funny when I get some of these items, and they're not always Ouija boards. I've gotten a little box once from a friend of mine. She sent me a box. She goes, this thing is weird, and it definitely had something that was trying to come through. It had a mirror in it. And it was something was trying to come through to our dimension through this mirror. So I had to take care of that. But a lot of times I'll get rid of stuff, but it comes and it's just beat up. These boxes are just, I promise you, I can go down the mailroom and from the doorway scan all the boxes and know which one's mine. It will look terrible. And I wonder too, like just curiosity, if any of the mail people are like, what kind of stuff is she getting? Like, this is weird stuff. I mean, it must be weird stuff. His boxes are just beat up. So anyway, I think it's kind of funny on that end of things, but I do take this seriously, and I make sure that I do this for people because this is something that's going on. I didn't think it was that big of a deal until I started offering it. And I get literally 4 to 5 a month, sometimes more, but I would say that's probably average, is 4 to 5 a month of these items that are sent to me because people don't know what to do. I've gotten them from all over the United States. I've gotten them from Europe. I've gotten one from Australia. And I'm thinking, there is nobody in between me and you in Australia that can do this for you. I'm so sorry, but yeah, send it to me. And it's going to cost postage. But if that is what's worth peace of mind, I guess, because I don't charge for this. Let me say that too. I don't charge to do this. I'm not saying, oh, and you owe me X amount. Like, just send it to me and I will take care of it for you, but you won't get it back. I'm not mailing these things back. So if you want something taken care of, find someone in your area that can come over and do it, or you can take it to them and then you can get it back. If you have a Ouija board that is being used by an entity and that's the only thing that can come through, okay, that's not good. I don't care if they say they're good, they're bad, they're whatever. If it's the only thing that can come through on that Ouija board and you know it, get rid of it. It's bad news. So get rid of the Ouija board if something is controlling that board or whatever it is. I guess it could be anything. But if only one thing is coming through, it's bad. So get rid of it. And if you can do it yourself, great. But if you're not sure or you want to send it to me because you want peace of mind or whatever, I'm happy to take them. But you don't have to have any kind of special packaging. You don't need to wrap it like this one is wrapped or put salt in there if you don't want to. If you feel like it will help, go ahead. The salt helps as it's like a protection tool. It's helping contain the item that it's wrapped up in. So it helps with protection, but you don't have to do that. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that this is something I do, and maybe at some point I'll do more unboxings. Maybe if I get like 4 or 5 of them, I'll do a video where I do some unboxings and you guys can see some of the stuff that comes, and I'll do some clearings with them, and we'll see what happens. And if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments too. But very, very interesting how these things come, and I had no idea that there was such a need, but I'm glad to offer the service. And again, I don't charge for it. I just need you to get it to me. Send it to me. If you have questions, you get a hold of me on my website and ask, what do I do with this? And I can help you out with that process too. But anyway, send me your Ouija boards or whatever you have that just feels weird, and I will take care of it for you. If you have any questions about any of your stuff that you think might be weird, go ahead and get a hold of me on myspiritexperience.com on the contact form, and I can help you with that. And I will help you take care of anything that might be causing a problem. So thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you could. Share this if you think someone might be able to use this video, and we'll see you next time.